What's up, everyone? It's your girl, Queen Angel, and here with me right now is the main man, the one and only Stunna Bam in the building. What's up, Stunna Bam?
How you doing, Mama?
Alrighty, thank you so much for being here.
Appreciate you for having me.
Alrighty, so I mean, everybody knows who Stunna Bam is. I mean, especially if you're from H-Town, everybody knows Stunna Bam, you know, major in the rap game. But I'm gonna start at the beginning with Stunna Bam. I want everybody to kind of really get to know him. Stunna Bam, where are you from?
I'm from the south side part of Houston, 3rd Ward to be exact.
Already, South Side, 3rd Ward. Already. So where did you go to school? Where did you go to middle school, high school?
I went to Lanier Middle School right there by Lamar. They recruited me to play ball. I played 8th grade sports in 7th grade, like, you know, basketball, football, track.
What? Okay.
Then I went on to Jack Yates High School.
Yates?
The historical J.Y.
Jack Yates.
And after that, I end up going to Grambling State for a year. I ended up getting in trouble, but you know, I tried to go. But for the most part, we was shooting for one of those schools that, you know, had the academics. But like I say, for the most part, I was thinking sports. And, you know, my little brother got killed, so. It kind of redirected the whole situation. Right.
So your little brother ended up getting killed while you were in college, or?
He got.
Was that later on?
Nah, he got killed like a week or two before I graduated high school.
Oh, okay.
So, you know, it was like he was a freshman in high school. It was my last year, so.
Right.
It kind of, that was that transition in life for me.
Right. Right,
You know,
and you guys were really close and everything.
Yeah, that was my boy, man. That was my boy since a baby.
Right.
You know, like we got the same daddy, but we both the only child on our mama's side.
Right.
So, you know, it was like every weekend.
Wow, y'all.
I remember shoes we got when we was little.
Yeah.
Pushing them in the swing. You know, that was my boy.
Wow. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to hear that. You took your name from your little brother. A lot of people don't know that. Right. Stunna Bam was your little brother's name.
That was my little brother nickname. He made that name. Lil' bro was a natural stunner. Lil' bro was, you know, his body, his energy was different. He wasn't no bad actor. Like he was the kid, man. When he got to high school, they was telling me about this kid that act like me, that favor me. Like you gotta meet this kid, and 2 or 3 people took me to. They wanted me to meet my little brother, and we just laughed.
Right. What was it like growing up? What was early life like for you? I know you played sports. Was it just you and your mother?
Granny raised me. I ain't moved with my mama till I was about 11 or 12 years old. My granny raised me though. Like I say, in a little rundown house in 3rd Ward on Alameda and Rosedale. Right. My mama and daddy hustle, so for the most part, man, I come up under some hustlers that gave me what I needed, you know, to not be just a nothing in life. I grew up naturally wanting to play ball, so when that ain't work, I still had some ambition to try to get me some money and make something myself.
Already. When did you decide I want to get into music? Like, what influenced you to want to go there?
I was doing music while I was down there. Sometimes I wake up and not go to class because I'm writing a song and I don't want to mess up my groove I got going. So, and like I say, I appreciate the opportunity for us, the school and the sports, but I was down there writing my music and, you know, doing a little hustling. That's what got me in trouble. I ended up catching a case, and it sent me back to Houston. But I was telling my people down there, man, I'm about to go stump down on this music. I'm gonna be something in my city.
So let me ask you, who were some of the people before you kind of made a name for yourself in the music game? Who were some of the people that influenced you in the industry that you listened to, that you were like, man, you know, that really inspired you to do this? Who are some of the artists?
Man, I take it back to when I was little, and the Lil Kiki's, Fat Pat, Big Mo, you know, our history, you know, the DJ Screws, Big Hawk.
Right, already.
I feel like I'm highly influenced by, you know, a few rappers coming up, but my city, my sound, my culture, they motivated me more than anything because I actually knew them. I actually, you know, been knowing Lil Kiki since a child, Big Mo since a child, Big Hawk. I never got a chance to meet Fat Pat, but I did attend his funeral services and everything. So
right. So you were just kind of around, kind of up under them.
Yeah, it's like my dad and my uncles, they they was mutual friends with these guys, and they was older in the drug game at the time. So
Your dad was?
my daddy, my uncle, my mama, you know, so for the most part, it got songs like Lil Kiki saying Bubble Love, Soccer Lock, Chunking Up the Tray.
Yeah.
They in them Jags already, it's a holiday.
Right.
He talking about my uncle and he talking about my daddy and one of his best friends, Lil T, which is somebody like my uncle, but
right.
saying that to say, I come up under the culture, you know, Lil Kiki, Big Mo, you know, they used to be at my football games when I was little.
Really? Okay.
So I'm under the culture for sure. I'm a real
already
school
locked
baby.
in. Okay. How did you get in the industry for the first time?
My boy Young Ruler, we was at the trap on In York. Like I said, I started rapping out the trap house, man. Like I can honestly say it went from now to me going to school to me coming back, convincing my big homie and T Fast to get a studio.
Okay.
But I started rapping when Young Ruler, I walked in the trap, he was like, bro, come get on this song. I was like, man, I ain't trying to do no rapping.
Yeah.
He was like, man, I'm telling you, man, come on, rap. When I went in there, I did so good. I came out and he was like, man, boy, you hard.
So basically T Ferris, was he kind of the one that kind of brought you in the game when you started? Did you, was he like your manager at the time?
T Ferris was my manager. Me first entering the music business, that was, you know, he was my everyday manager. You know, I can't say he was a role manager, assistant. You know, he just managed everything I had going on.
Right.
So, but for the most part, you know, him and my big homie, OG Rick, man, Lil Rick King Ruler, you know, I appreciate them boys for my first run.
Right.
You know, like I say, it was special. It was before the sauce. It was after the Screwed Up Click, after the Swisher House. Right. So I rebirthed our city.
Right, right, like, hell yeah.
I mean, that's the simplest form, you know, I can give it to you. I rebirthed our city.
What was tell me about your first album you put out.
Perfect Time and One.
Perfect Time and One, all right.
Perfect Time and One.
Yeah.
I got some classics on that joint.
Already?
Like I say, that my first tape, it raised me.
Really?
Yeah.
And what label was that again?
I was under T Ferris and DSD1.
DSD1. Shout out T Ferris, DSD1.
Yeah, shout out DSD1, man. That's my home, man. That's my family, man. Them people, you know, been under my skin, you know, since birth, man. You know, so for the most part, I mean, even though I ain't signed a DSD1, man, I got it tattooed on my body. You know, that was one of the first tattoos I got. So, you know, that's forever family.
All love still.
Yeah, Stunna Bam is DSD1.
Hell yeah, right?
For sure, for sure.
So you put your album out, and then what actually went down with you and T Ferris? You know,
I think I got so much love and support from the city and a lot of the surrounding areas and people that was in the business. I feel like we overlooked the small parts in our paperwork and building relationships with people that it might not have been money involved, but it was a relationship that could have, you know, grew into something, you know. I feel like we ain't plant our seeds the right way because we had the ingredients, we had the artists. T Ferris got the name.
Yeah.
I just feel like we overlooked the small part. Basically, like, it'd be great teams in the NFL, NBA, but they overlooking that strategy they supposed to have. They overlooking that game plan and everybody trying to do it their way. And I fell victim to that for a second, trying to do it my way because of the confusion that the game will bring and give you. So for the most part, I can honestly say I think me and T Ferris went left when we let everybody be so in tune with my career. It's still love, but what we could have went, what we could have been, what we could have done, we'll never know. But I'm gonna know.
Already.
I'm gonna know, you know, but I'm just saying, you know, I would have loved to do it, you know, with my fellas that gave me my first run. And like I say, I mean, for the most part, I'm honored to say I'm signed to myself now.
Already.
You know, I feel like, you know, me being 26, like, that's just too bossy. Like,
already.
You know, like, you signed.
So what is your label?
Rich Regardless.
Rich Regardless. I love that.
It's actually my clothing line.
Okay.
But for the most part, you know, I went and did my paperwork and all that to where I made it to where Stunna Bam can be under Rich Regardless, but Stunna Bam still over Rich Regardless.
I can't wait to rock some of that Rich Regardless.
I got you.
Already.
I got you.
So where do you see yourself? Tell me what you think about the OGs right now? Zero, Paul Wall, Kiki, where they are in the game in H-Town. How do you feel about that? Like what you're seeing right now in H-Town?
For the most part, I feel like they broke the ground for us to have careers now. As far as Houston artists, I feel like they don't get the credit they deserve worldwide.
Right.
But
that is true.
yeah, I feel like, man, we the blueprint for the music now. Ain't everybody talking about coming down and sipping syrup and, you know, just the whole screwed up culture and everything that got to do with Houston.
Right.
I feel like we the reason they are who they are.
Right.
And my OGs who I come up on, like I say, J-Dog, my Tupac.
Right.
Like, you get what I'm saying?
Right. Yes.
Like, I always have to tell people I didn't come up in a Tupac era, so
True, true.
Pac is the greatest to me. But then again, I feel like how everybody felt about Pac, that's how I feel about J-Dog.
Right.
Cause it's more so like he in my body, like I feel him in my core,
Right.
you know. So
right. Shout out J-Dog.
shout
I
out
love his
my
music.
man. As far as the new artists, man, I feel like they my nephews and, you know, my nieces, man. I raised them, man.
Right.
They know they, you know, before like I say, before the sauce, before everybody was busting, man, it was Stunna Bam.
Already. And speaking of busting, you know, R.I.P. Nut, you know what I'm saying?
That's what made me think about it, cause
Yeah.
Nut is one of the few cats that I always text me, I always post me and say, hey, somebody tell the dumbest to ever do it. The streets missing them. Like,
Right.
when I just said busting that,
Yeah.
yeah, you know, it was Nut, you
Right,
know.
right.
But
if there's any young artist that's watching Stunna Bam right now, they've been through hell, they might be trapping, they might be hustling, but they're trying to get in the game. What advice can you give them?
man, stay prayed up and keep some solid fellas around you that mean well for your career. Like, that's why I'm passionate about Peanut, you know, resting in peace, man, and
Right.
Fast Lane actually getting his blessings out this situation, because I actually watched what Peanut did for Fast Lane. Houston, if you don't know Fast Lane, get on him, man. You know, he the hottest active artist right now, man. That's a dude I consider a brother,
Yeah.
but he just lost his manager, which is his best friend, and I look at it like, man, I always told him I love to have a friend like that by my side that don't do music, because I got Young Ruler is my Peanut,
Right.
but Young Ruler do music too.
Right.
So we both have to be each other managers sometimes,
Right.
but Peanut wasn't a music artist, so I just saw that gratitude, that passion, the energy he had for his brother, and it showed me, man, don't never take nothing like that for granted.
Right.
You know, so like I say, rest in peace, Nut, man, for sure, for sure.
Already.